I'm Allison Zisco from Home Accents Today. We are here at High Point Market with two of our trend advisors, Patty Carpenter from Carpenter & Company and Jay Anna Mize from Fashion Snoops, or now FS. Yes,
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
So I know one of the things that you guys are both very passionate about is the movement towards health and wellness and sustainability and how all those things dovetail. Now, this has been something that the industry has been talking about for a while, but it seems to be building strength and gaining steam. So, Jay, can you tell us what that means from the consumer perspective and what they're expecting? And then Patty, we'll talk about how you're hoping to see it at market.
Yeah, so from a consumer perspective, we're actually starting to see that sustainability and wellness are merging into the same path, particularly as younger generations have really started to educate us more on what sustainability we should be taking. We're seeing that consumers are demanding things like transparency and greener movements and things like that. But then post-COVID, it really started to merge into a wellness conversation and all over about not only taking care of the planet and taking care of yourself, but just doing better. So one of the big things that we're seeing consumer-wise is that we no longer want an excess of quantity of products. And with that, it's fewer better things. And a wellness component comes into a lot of that. At a lot of the shows and newer vendors, we're starting to see topics like calm tech come to the forefront, things that create more ambiance, more things that help you relax. We're seeing smarter textiles come to the forefront.
Like for example?
Like even IKEA came out with curtains that actually purify the air for your bedrooms.
Yes.
Like bedroom wellness is now a really hot topic for consumerism, as they're really concerned about what they're sleeping on.
Well, I was just gonna
you
say,
know,
yeah,
like
sleep
we're
is
so
definitely gonna be one
yeah,
of those
sleep is a
things.
huge conversation, but we're concerned with the toxins that we're introduced to. We're really aware of kind of what's in our surroundings now, from food, beauty products, all the way down to our home products. And so that's where we're starting to see a lot of these kind of lifestyle, genres shift into home and really play an effect.
Yes, absolutely. I would agree completely.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what that means for Home Accents.
Yep.
Like, Patty, what are you seeing or hope to see at market this season, and how is that going to reflect this?
Well, I love what Jay has said, because it really does dovetail into what we say is consumers are voicing their values.
Yes.
They're really looking for the things, that they're going to bring into their spaces that have to do with what they believe and feel and see and think in the world. And so you're finding these ideas of, certainly as you talk about sustainability, I'm seeing so many more people put forward how they manufacture and what the materials are. We're seeing a lot of recycled and upcycled materials. There's a wonderful terrazzo table right over here at Nagala that they've done where the skirt, it's fabulous. The whole thing is done by a woman who lives in the Zulu area, and so it's a beautifully designed, very simple table with this wonderful pleating almost as the base, but the pleating has a story. It's tied back to the pleating of the women's skirts in that area, but it's this wonderful occasional table, and they do it in a light and a dark. It's an indoor-outdoor table. That's another thing that's very big as we talk about wellness. A lot of things merging indoor and outdoor, because
nature.
that living, exactly, people wanting to extend the space they live in, certainly that's an extension of COVID, and as a post-COVID trend. The other thing we're seeing is new materials. Designers don't necessarily want to take more from the earth or put something into the earth, so they're looking for new ways to use materials. There's a wonderful paper lighting company downstairs, and she's from France, and she uses a really lovely resin that is is biodegradable with the paper, and it really makes these gorgeous light piece structures, but they're very durable. And then somebody like Zuiver, I always pronounce it wrong, Zuiver, they're in IHFC. They do a beautiful thing they've been reclaiming plastics from the ocean for years and making incredible seating out of that kind of, but it's very high end, it's very decor inspired. We're not talking about that looking like DIY or loving hands at home, right? We're really talking about really high end design. So those are the kinds of things that I see as we talk about materials and what kinds of stuff I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I want that deeper story. And then there's a lot of outdoor furniture, outdoor textiles that are coming from people who don't usually do outdoor.
I think the materials conversation is a really big one. We're seeing so many things done with bioplastics, again, like the ocean, like Patty was saying. We've done full reports based off of algae, you know,
Mycelium.
mycelium,
say
but
the
also
mushroom craze.
seaweed.
Yeah.
Seaweed is the new
Yes.
bamboo
Yes,
because
exactly.
it grows rapidly. We're seeing it in a multitude of different products
Yes,
right now. And
absolutely.
it's definitely like on the forefront, on the cusp. And that's where those sustainability and wellness conversations really come and merge together. And I think wellness is a personal conversation for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
You know, we've always been kind of bucketed in these like trend scopes or consumer landscape scopes, and we're actually starting to see that a lot of the wellness conversations are about personalization too, and what it really means to you at the end of the day.
And to that end, I'm also seeing fragrance tie into this.
Yeah,
because
always.
Really, it's gone from just sort of burning that one candle at night in your living room to different fragrances for different spaces, for different outcomes that you want to achieve, whether you want to be
Different
energized,
feelings.
Yes,
whether
exactly.
you want to be calmed, exactly. So we see that also because we're moving again, and also a lot of tactility, just things you want to touch and engage with, because we've been so relegated to being behind the screen for so long.
That's like my whole. I say that all the time. Like we're so over inundated by technology
Yes.
that we don't realize how grounding our products around us, like our couch, are for us. And so that's why we're seeing so many like high piles,
That's it.
slubs, etc.,
Because
come
you
into
need to be
market because
surrounded by that.
we need to like actually feel
Feel
again,
something. Yeah.
which is scary.
It is. Well, it's true though. And have you noticed, like, the chairs are coming further and
Yeah.
further around?
It's like,
for a hug. We started with these beautiful curvilinear things that kind of were, just subtle, and now they're really, we say they're really giving you a hug.
They
you
are.
know?
The Sarah Ellison, she called them
The
a
hugs,
hug.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that, I think, in terms of style, that's another way we're seeing that feeling of comfort
Yeah.
and wellness come through. So there's lots of different things I think we can find at market, that the ways to tap into this trend,
Exactly.
if you will.
Well, that all sounds wonderful, and I'm looking forward to seeing that this coming weekend. And thank you both for your input, as always, and for being our trend advisors. You
course.
guys are fantastic.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Of course.
Have a great show.